Have you been excessively drawing for more periods of time and just can't seem to get your drawing looking nice? You maybe start to doubt yourself of your ability to create an illustration, especially if you're just getting started or intermediate even, and you try something new for the first time and you just don't like it. You get demoralized, demotivated, and tired. If you're an artist that posts on Instagram or any social media platform, that pressure of needing to post something despite you not liking what you created, not only is that bad from an art perspective, but for your mindset and mentality as a human being. Hello, I'm Sam, and I may know why you're feeling that way. If you know me from my Instagram, you know that I post a lot, around 2 to 3 times per week. Around 3 weeks ago, I posted this drawing of Xavier. It was part of my recreation of Orio's art style from this video, and I genuinely liked it up to the fact that I wanted to draw all 5 guys from Love and League Space in that game. What's that? Draw consistently for 5 days straight with the mindset of keeping Orio's art style recognizable? What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, not my best idea. I basically pushed myself too far to the point I nearly wanted to quit everything. I mean, everything. Now, obviously, I'm over exaggerating things, but what if I wasn't? What if I genuinely started to hate my own drawings and just quit after almost a decade? People would never see my creations, and it's as if I've wasted years of my life for nothing. That's why I'm making this video. The purpose of this video is not for me to vent or rant my hatred of the Instagram algorithm, but to give you an understanding on why you sometimes just feel sucky, you feel horrible, like you failed an exam test or caused an environmental disaster. Hopefully, you've done none of that. And just a heads up, I am not a professional artist or motivator speaker or whatever. I'm simply someone that went through a hard time and thankfully was able to overcome my problems rather quickly. These quote unquote tips I'm about to give should at least be taken with a grain of salt and sometimes may not even work for you. I mean, everyone's different. I'll share my experiences as an example of these type of situations and how you can avoid it or overcome it. And with that, let's start. Around the time I posted that Xavier fan art, I was facing through a problem of Instagram and TikTok only showing my popular Sonic art. These ones, they would blow up everywhere, and they still are, by the way. For some reason, this really just set me off, knowing the fact that my Sonic art would be the only thing people keep seeing and nothing else. Ever since then, I decided to delete everything on my Twitter and gave up on my TikTok and instead only focus on Instagram. But even that wasn't enough. I was still facing the same problem on my Sonic art, and my other posts would get an average of 20 to 30 likes. Looking back, I should be grateful for that. I finally realized after taking a break that numbers are that. Numbers. Data, analytics, nothing else. If you're a small artist on any social media platform, you should know that every artist would at least face this problem. You're not gonna blow up overnight by simply posting your art. You can, but you need a lot of luck. Art is something you should enjoy, not something you have to do. The moment you have that mindset, you'll start getting desperate, hyper fixated on engagement, likes, follows, hoping you get viral. You shouldn't be. You should just try to approach it differently. And this links with my next point. If you want to blow up, you should at least let people know what kind of person you are. Or my favorite, just start commenting on the other artists' post. Interact with others, share their art, show some love and support. But most importantly, do it because you want to help them grow with you. In real life, if you're trying to make friends, you should be the one trying to start a conversation. Be brave, be bold, and see that domino effect happen. Slowly but surely, your circle of friends will start to expand. You'll earn their respect and their friends' respect. They'll back you up and would justify your friendship and behaviors. As long as you are friends with good people, that is. Always choose your friends carefully, kids. Okay. So, applying this for social media, go out there and make some friends. Find your people. Your target audience won't be middle-aged men who will go about their lives uninterested in art. Your audience should be your friends. They'll support your art. They'll support your growth. And slowly but surely, you'll start to gain your own audience. One that will support you in their way. As long as you don't forget the ones that got you here, you'll be appreciated. So go out there, find artist communities, meet others around your age or ones that have the same interests as you. I joined an artist Discord community because I wanted to make friends. There, I met a lot of good people, good artists, one that I can share my pain and them share theirs. They'll support my art and I'll continue to support theirs. Always. So, understand this concept. Don't rely on Instagram showing your art with their god awful algorithm. Interact with others and see the growth you face by showing support with artists that are in a similar position like you. That's how you grow, by actually trying instead of relying on luck. I can't stress enough how important it is to take care of yourself when facing through an artist drought. Whether it's art block, no motivation, tiredness, anything, take a moment to breathe and reevaluate everything. If you're still itching to draw, then maybe try to do some exercises. Ask yourself, are my fundamentals in art decent? What about perspective, color theory, anatomy? Am I good at character designing? Am I good at drawing scenery? Am I good at something? I asked myself the other day, can I draw textures? Once I figured out that I was lacking, I decided to draw some textures on walls for metallic surfaces, rough surfaces, try out some shadows, maybe even a little bounce light. And genuinely speaking, I had fun. I did something I was lacking in and learned something new. It's okay for you to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, but once it starts getting too far, you should stop. Understand that you're a human, not a robot, not some random AI that learns to copy everything. Understand one's self capability is vital when trying to learn. If you feel like you're tired from drawing, take a moment to rest. Eat some snacks, watch a YouTube video, play a game, do something to distract or relax yourself from just drawing.
What the hell is even that?
You can also take breaks between drawing sessions. Make a routine, get a timer. Maybe around 2 hours into drawing, you stop yourself to scroll on TikTok. A 5 to 10 minute break and then resume. I got this from a motivation video by Mark Brunette, specifically this video. He talks about how important it is for you to make yourself a routine or ritual in his words. Every day when drawing, don't open a YouTube gameplay video in your other monitor, but instead listen to your preferred music, something that makes you vibe, calm, excited, something that really helps you to heal and have fun during drawing. One more thing that Mark mentioned in his video is that us human beings possess a certain duration of focus or energy. Mental energy, as one would call it. It means that when you're focused on something, you're actively using bits and bits of this mental energy. How long does this energy last? Around 4 to 6 hours per day. It depends really on the person and how much they can stretch this. But we're looking at a situation like this. If you're thinking of drawing after a tiring day at school or work, you'll generally have much of a less fun time drawing and will easily get distracted by other things or just not focus enough on your art piece. For an example, during my break from posting, I decided to test out what Mark had told me. I started drawing around 1 p.m. where I've done not much up until that point and drew for a few hours. I had fun. Every single time I finished a sketch or illustration, I liked it because everything felt intentional. Every single stroke felt like it had a purpose. As a contrast, recently I resumed my uni schedule after Eid, and coming back home trying to draw was just tiring for me, which is why I'm writing this script instead of drawing. So, as a conclusion, if you want to make sure you're at the top of your game when doing anything, not just creating an illustration, don't do too much active work in the morning. Or draw the first thing in the morning, because at that point, your mental energy is pretty much full. Unless you sleep at like 4 a.m., in which case, please fix your sleep schedule. I am impatient. I'm selfish. I don't see myself as a good person when it comes to attention. I know every artist wants to be seen. I know that crave for engagement. And I gotta tell ya, that's not gonna leave. Wanting your art to be seen and it not popping off is the most disappointing thing an artist can face, especially when you've spent so much time on an illustration. But artists like Samdus Arts, Guays, Craig Mullins, Stevie Choi, Shuen, Nero, even more, these artists, some huge, some smaller, they didn't get popular immediately. They went through years of development to show their art. Like Samdus Arts, who is a big inspiration for me, he started 4 years ago and even longer before that on his Instagram. You can see just how slow but patient he was trying to rack up an audience until he eventually did. He found his audience, he found his people, and now those people aspire to be just like him, including me. So be patient with your art. Not only will you gain an audience, you'll improve your skills for the long run. Before I end the video here, I just wanted to leave a few last words. Again, in no way am I a professional at all. This is all just my own personal experience and my own thoughts and what I've learned during my break from art. I owe everything to Mark Brunette for creating this video just around the time I had my small breakdown. I also urge you all to watch that video of his. And if you're facing a similar situation, just know that there are a lot of helpful videos from many creators that can help you get out of this sort of situation. I personally took everything what Mark said seriously and moved at my own pace to improve my mental state. I hope whatever I just told you in this video has also given you an understanding on how to improve yourself, or at least gave you some bit of entertainment. Do check my socials on Instagram and others if you want. Be sure to join the Artist Community Discord server down below in the description. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for 400 subs. I have more art related content planned, and if there's anything you would like to see me do, then be sure to leave a comment as well. I'll be a little bit busy with my uni life, but regardless, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.